Hey, good morning. Welcome to this week's episode of the Mile to Mile Mountain Mosey with Sean Mr. Murphy, where Sean Murphy, I walk you through the latest, the greatest, the hottest, the sexiest homes to be hitting the Foothills market just west of the greater Denver metro area. And oh boy, do we got a good list for you today. We got a nice list of 57 homes hitting the market. Beginning of a new month. It's always the beginning of the new month that'll get you. Are you guys, am I coming through clear? Are you with me? Can you hear me? I had a whole bunch of stuff I had to clean off my desk. I was basically out of town all last week after the live stream, and I had like an old cup of coffee here that was sitting with mold in it, and it was gross, and it had flies in my electrolyte water. I had a whole just mess. It was gross. So I had to clean up a little bit, get my life together down here in the studio. But good to be back with you guys. We do this every Saturday, every weekend. Every weekend, typically we're shooting for 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. We go from the least expensive to the most expensive. This week we got, where are we coming in at? Top of the list, top of the heap. We got 3.75 Deep Forest. I feel like this has been listed before, but we will go through it. We got a nice property up on Skyline. We got a couple 2 million bangers. Low. We got a little barn dominium over here. Cool. Is that the buffalo place where they sell buffalo meat? It is. They're selling the buffalo meat, bison meat place. What? No way. This place is for sale? No, Adams. I think it was Adams Meats or something like that. That's sad. That's goodbye. Oh shit. All right. Well, we got a good list. We got a sad list. We got to say goodbye. Some people. We'll go from the least expensive to the most expensive, covering Bailey, Blackhawk, Evergreen, Morrison, Conifer, Idaho Springs, Kittredge, Idledale. I'm gonna be cutting it off. This is the last week, actually. Another thing that was I was a little delayed getting on with you guys this morning is I'm gonna cut off. I'm gonna cut off right north of I might cut off Central City. I might cut off Central City Blackhawk. I don't have any of you guys reaching out to me for Central City Blackhawk. So I might cut off the top. I might give it a haircut up here. And then I might add on up to the Eisenhower Tunnel. So like Dumont, Empire, Georgetown. Would you guys be okay with that? Would you not be okay with that? Or you don't give a shit? Give me a 1 for cool to cut off the top, cut off Blackhawk, Central City, add Georgetown. Give me 1 in the chat if you're cool with that. Give me a 2 if you want me to keep Blackhawk in Central City. That's how we'll do it. 1s or 2s. All right, but let's go to the bottom of the list this week. This cute little guy on Brook Road. Central City and Blackhawk are lame. All right, well that's not a 1 or a 2, but I think I get what you're saying. They're I just wanted to give a different level of mountain living, and Blackhawk is definitely a more mountainy vibe, but I don't get that many people other than like people in Zillow. I've never in Blackhawk's defense, I've never made a YouTube video on Blackhawk. Maybe that's what it's missing, or maybe there's a reason why I shouldn't make. Anyways, let's go into 224 Brook Road, Evergreen. Is the least expensive home in Evergreen. Say less. This saying Shadow Mountain neighborhood. It looks like a Forest Estates property here. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 954 square feet. Checking to see, does it have water? Does it have a lot of these bottom of the list? They don't have well or septic. It's more of a summer seasonal home. Yeah, up Forest Estates area, so technically Clear Creek County, a little bit woodier up there. I like the 119 corridor. I like Doria Lakes. I like Missouri Lakes. With some of this property in like Wonderview, Gap Road, all that stuff. It's like I I get people out there that they get excited for the acreage, they get excited for the price point, and then they get out there and they're like, "Yeah, this is like a little too isolated." I'm like, "Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't live here." Unless it was like a secondary home. Anyways, let's check this out. Looks like they got running water. That's a plus. Bottom of the list. Get all kinds of knickknacks. So you got the quintessential bear pillow. I was looking at this LPT. I think LPT is a brokerage. Is that actually the agents? We'll see. We'll back up here in a second. Um, that is a dirty towel. I would have probably. This is why, like yesterday, I went by my new listing in Georgetown, that open house today, and I my client's out of state, and I went over, cut the grass, and there was a cod smell. There was fish in the freezer that got unplugged, and so I had to go get some vinegar and clean it up. What I'm saying is, as an agent, um, you should go over there and check out your property before you get pictures and stuff. Bottom of the list, 350,000. Yeah, my team covers. So we do technically cover Sedalia, Deckers, Florissant, Divide. We cover all those areas. I've sold it, but now I've cut and gotten to the spot that that's the pretty long drive for me. But I have awesome agents down that way. My team captain is down that way, and so if you're looking in that area, we definitely can help people buy or sell over there. 350, bottom of the list. Next up is Idaho Springs, the Aspen Loop Road, 3-1 Aspen Loop Road, one bedroom, one bathroom, 616 square feet. I'm guessing this is St. Mary's area, built in 1961. It sure is right by, oh, I lied. Nope, I lied. It is up Little Bear Creek Road. So just past the hot springs in Idaho Springs. Go past the hot springs. Is my map upside down? Blue Valley. Hold on. Echo Hills. Oh yeah, yeah, it is because Idaho Springs is right up this way. So it is up just past the hot springs. Got my map right here. Past the hot springs, you're probably about 9,000 feet of elevation. Let's just check it out. Aspen Loop Road. Error. Error. 9,000 feet? 9,100. No, no, I'm gonna guess 8,700. Ooh, 9,400. It's getting high up there. All right, all right. A little bit of different lifestyle up there. Still Clear Creek County, still good taxes. The siding looks like it's been painted. Nice, clean, well staged. There you go. See, this agent, Deborah Abeda, she's a good agent. She'll get in there and help you out. Looks like it was a short-term rental. Getting short-term rental vibes. A little bit of deck work needs done, but they did the exterior recently, maybe the past 5 years. It's like some dings and nicks, but you're looking for ranch style living. There you go. Idaho Springs is still, well, that's the hot springs there. Still about probably like 15 minutes to get down the hill. There's the new gondola. 350,000. Yeah. The roads can be unnerving. I've actually taken some people up from Idaho Springs because we were looking at Idaho Springs property, and we had it. They're like, we don't want to do it. We're not comfortable. We had to go all the way around to Evergreen and come up 103, which is fine. Um, 94 fiddlers, Blackhawk, one picture. We're not gonna do anything here. 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,038 square feet. There you go. Older house, 1960. Keep trucking. 106 Elk Drive back in Bailey area. 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1,130 square feet, 360-degree views. Built in 1964. We're back in Harris Park. Okay, so you're about 15 to 20 minutes to get back out to the Loaf and Jug out there at 285. Boom. Back in there. Typically bottom of the list type properties, but sometimes you get these really nice views. Cool. It's cute. The beams are beaming. Windows look like they've been updated. Cool. All right. It's cute. All right. Not too bad of square footage for the bottom of the list. It's just that drive out there. Cool. Deck needs some love. All right. There you have it. 385 bottom of the list. 29980 Fur Drive. Open house tomorrow, 12 to 2. This is a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 715 square footer. Living on the hill there. Built 1950, sitting on 11,700 plus square foot lot in the Joaquini subdivision here. So you are just off of 285, El Pinal, Joaquini neighborhood. So easy access over to Elk Meadow, Bergen Park, easy access to I-70, easy access down to the lake. Right in the middle of it, little area right here. You're on the mountain. You don't typically have great usable acreage. You can see this is pretty much all on a hill. And this one looks like could use some love. Look at this siding here. Looks all busted up. Yeah. Yeah, she looks old. That looks new siding. We need new siding. It's like at that point that it's like, let's stop patching it. Let's just put new siding up. We're there. We are there. Looks like the garage was converted. The flat rolled roofing looks new. Okay. All right, they look like the old school 1950s metal cabinets, which are cool. I like the metal cabinets, but the red oak hardwood floors clean up nice. So this needs some love. There you go. That's what it could look like. Yeah, I feel like we um adultered that photo a little bit too much. And windows look old. It's an old house. It needs some work. That's was your garage. You could open it back up. And that looks like the Blair Witch Project. Come home, somebody's standing in the corner. It's 465,000 paying for that location. Looks like it's got a little bit of a view too. Back in Bailey, 168 Juniper Lane, metal roof, ranch style living, looking good. 515,000. All right. 1,000, what is it? 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1,024 square feet. That's a good size for 1 bedroom, 2 bath. 2 bedroom, 1 bath. 1.8 acre lot built in 1962. No, I know that the yard is typically a point of contention for some people. So we're back in the uh the Berlin Ranchettes area, kind of the back of the area there. I like the metal roof. I like the brick. Okay, this looks kind of washed out, but you put some furniture in there, give it some pop. Nice stacked rock fireplace. Ah, that's a good room right there. This is like a nice little bachelor pad or somebody working from home. Two bedroom, one bathroom. It's hard to get a whole family in there for more than like 4 years. Once that kiddo gets to become a toddler, parents are like, I need another bathroom. That's just what I've seen, what I've heard. So if you want a little spot, jump in here. Your entry to the mountains, not too rough of mountain living, but the pricing goes down back in Bailey. There you go. You get some flat usable driveway access there. Yeah, park the RV, park the car. You get some unfinished. Yeah, that's 75% finished basement. Cool. 515,000. 14573 South Elk Creek Road over in Pine. This is cute. Three bedroom, two bathroom, 1,716 square feet. Open house 11 to 1. I like Kelly Dolph. Kelly Dolph is a good realtor back in here. He, like me, first weekend out, always do the open house. So if you see one of Kelly's listings, you're typically going to see the open house. I like him, straight shooter. Let's get a deal together. Three bedroom, two bathroom, 1,716 square feet, built in 1984. What a great year to be born. 1.28 acres. Okay, so you're down Elk Creek, which is, shoots you right out by Pine Junction. Not too many houses down on this road, and the wintertime sun, if you're like big on having a lot of the sun, sometimes this can be a little bit, yep, especially this one being on the south side. You can see it's tucked in the trees there. And this is a big hill, holding mountain on the other side there. So, you know, nice, cute, rustic property. It'll hold snow longer, but you're in a fun, nice little isolated location by the creek. Nice two-car garage, very woodsy. This is like bring the family out for the winter. This is like get snowed in and enjoy it, or a good summer, great summertime place by the creek. Um, yeah, I like it, and not too bad of a commute. All right, we only got 14 photos. Interesting. Okay. Asking 550,000. Colorado, so don't require, this is a good question. Do we require disclosures, known problems? We ask. We always ask our sellers to complete one, but we can't advise the seller on how to complete it or to complete it at all. I always tell so what Kevin's talking about is seller's property disclosure, where the seller says anything they know about the condition of their property. I always tell my clients, like, if you know something, say something. But if you don't know anything, you don't have to speculate. Um, but if you like replace the furnace, water heater, or something like that this time, replace the roof, you could say that. If there was, if we could see that there was a stain from a previous leak, you could say, hey, there's the bathroom upstairs leaked and came down to the basement. What I advise my clients not to do is don't leave it completely blank and just say, "Hey, have your inspection figured out." That looks sus to me. So, fill it out to the best of your ability. That's typically the disclosure that takes the most time to complete, but take some time. It's only going to make people feel more comfortable disclosing more, especially if there's evident repairs and things like that. It's like not saying anything going to make them feel like you're hiding something. And then what else I was going to say? Yeah, so not filling out at all is not a great sign. Oh, I always say like you never get sued by over disclosing. You get sued by not disclosing. Yeah, this is good, Kevin. I know you liked the creek. I know you guys been asking for creek, and creeks are hard to come by. So this is a good creek over here. Sometimes they say a creek. and it's very summer seasonal. So I'd say that's good square footage for the area. That's not a bad location. It'll feel definitely tranquil and quiet, and then your again, like your commute isn't that bad. And right when you come out, you're gonna come right out to um Pine Junction there. So you go Pine Junction, go down the road to Bailey, which isn't, that's a fun day. It's kind of choose your adventure, go to Conifer, about the same distance east to hit Aspen Park. So snap it up. Let me know and I can go get a video for you. But yeah, 550, not bad. 560, we're going to 784 Mockingbird Trail. This is a 4 bedroom. Oh, I know Chantel. Oh, she's so nice. Chantel is like 5 foot nothing. She might be like 4'11". Nicest, sweetest gal. Does a good job. 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,958 square feet. Another back in Bailey. There we go. 1986 on a 36,000 plus square foot lot back in the Berlin Homeowners Association. Isn't this Berlin Ranchettes? Back in the ranchettes with GGB, back in the very end of it. So you might get some views back in here. Nice. Okay, it looks clean. Looks like a very common. I see this kind of floor plan a lot back in the Berlin ranchettes. I don't know if it was the same builder back in the day, but they're cute. Good floor plan. They have basements too, so good layouts. Typically don't have like the big primary bedroom. It's kind of the shared bathroom upstairs is what you can see the most often, but this one looks good, looks clean. Looks like your basement. Yeah, walkout basement. Cutest little kitchenette. And a big old deck. Just under an acre over there. Cool. Sweet. 560,000. I'm gonna go over and show my new listing because that just went live yesterday. Open house tomorrow, and I'm gonna if I can give my client a little extra exposure, we're gonna do that. We're going over 2001 Alliance, 2001 Alliance Drive over in Georgetown. This is a lovely 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,350 square footer, sitting on a 6,098 square foot lot. We are just across the road from the Georgetown Lake there. I think it's the smaller of the lakes, right? There's like a smaller, yeah, the smaller section and then Big Georgetown Lake. So you could walk over across 22nd here, get over to the brewery. There's that little pedestrian bridge over here. I think the brewery is like right on the corner here. Yeah, you could walk or bike downtown. There's the little spot right about here to get the pups into the get the dogs into the water if you want. So good location. Where's that brewery? Is that the brewery up here? No, I think it's down here. Anyway, not too far. Good location, right off of I-70 there. Take you through it here. So newer exterior, 2 car attached garage, easy access, easy in, easy out. Newer roof, updated appliances, updated water heater, lovely staging, right? Good staging by my girl Rachel. You got that washer dryer right there. Patio out back. You'll see the Rams chilling, hanging out. And yeah, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom. Both bathrooms are full bathrooms. And this room here, nice little office, nursery, whatever you want to make it. And then the primary bedroom, it does have its own. So Georgetown has a lot of older houses. So this one, I think it was 1996. This one was built. So with that, you get the bigger primary. You also have a primary suite. It's not like a five-piece or glamorous, but you have your own private bathroom there. And then his and hers and hers, his and his, theys and thems, whoever wants to have dual walk-in closets. We got two walk-in closets right there. So this is that new hotness by your boy Sean Murphy. We are live as of yesterday. I already had a couple showings, good feedback, and I'll be over there today from 12 to 3. Boom, right there. I'll be over there 12 to 3 with an open house. Want to give that one a shout out there. All right, 585 is the asking price there. Moving over to Brook Forest, 34788 Forest Estates Road, back Shadow Mountain neighborhood. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,440 square footer. Built 1992, sitting on a 39,000 square foot lot, almost an acre. So this is Forest Estates neighborhood again, back end of Evergreen and Conifer, Clear Creek County, technically. Not too far, no, so not exactly the Forest Estates area, which is nice because it could get a little switchbacky dirt road, kind of narrow in some points, those roads back there. But this one's not too far back up there, kind of right off the paved part still, so it might have Chimney Creek. Chimney Creek, is Chimney Creek active year round? I'm not sure. Let's take a look. Let's explore. It looks like it. Here you go. Here's another creek property in Evergreen. Cute. Nice. Rustic. Floors look good. Appliances look good. Nice granite countertops. Cool. All right. Those ceiling panels. Now I don't know. I'm not an inspector. Haven't had them tested, but typically those 1 foot by 1 foot squares, the tiles and the ceiling panels, I would those would be the ones that have tested for asbestos because if you won't ever take it down, that could be a big additional charge. So that tub is full of water. That's weird. Looks like a homeowner photo that they took full of water. Not sure why. But cool. Nice. Quiet. Got the creek there. Boom. Sit out by the creek. I like it. And you can see the paved road right up there. Nice. A radon mitigation system coming out the side. Good spot. 599 is what they're asking, and this one is going to be Clear Creek County as well. So this is lower taxes. You're killing me. This one ain't bad either. We got some bangers for you guys this week. You is this the one for you? 41U Lane, 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2,816 square feet. That's almost 3,000 square feet, under 600,000. Sitting on 1.05 acres, built in 1972 by the Yum Yum Tree Lane in U Lane. I thought that was Quickie for a second. Quickie way. The Quickie and you and the Yum Yum is gonna make some. Anyways, back in the Berlin Ranchettes area. There you go. So not too far back there either. Good access out. Got the solar panels up top. Got some ranch style living up top. Kind of looks like a beach house with that little like sunroom there. Nice. Okay. Looks like a split. Actually, it looks like a split level home. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right. I'm not ever a big fan of tile. I like I like hard floors in the basement because like you could spill whatever you want. I like hardwood floors throughout but the tile to me is always it just feels cold unless they have that radiant floor heating in there. Nice little booty. As you know, you're getting booty pics today. All you need is love and a schnauzer. Amen. Cool, your little homestead, little chicken coop. Nice flat usable acreage. It was something flat for the mountains. Detached two-car garage. Yeah, I think this one is good. Over an acre, solar panels, huge access entryway, fairly usable land, and the home's in fairly good shape. A little bit of privacy there from the neighbors. I dig it. All right, I like that one. Not too far back in there too. 599. That was a pretty good one. We're doing good. We're doing good this week. Over in Pine, 33678 Jennifer Road, Pine Junction area. Nice metal roof on that. That looks like the garage was built after. It looks like it has a little studio up top too. Two bedroom, two bathroom, 1,414 square feet on 2.54 acres. There you go. Back end of Pine Junction. I like this area because you get a lot of good sun exposure. You're really close to 285, but these ones back in here, you're far enough away that you're not going to hear it. Um, I'm guessing, and if you hear it, it's very far off in the distance. But it typically starts to go like downhill a little bit to the north, so you're typically sitting just slightly below the highway, so you're not getting it, the air carrying it. You'll get moose back in here because of the creek there and larger lots. So I dig it. Very private, and this one gets the views. Cool. Look at that landing space. You could have football and soccer and all kinds of and you get views. I don't see a ton of them back there with good views like this though. So that's cool. Nice insulated garage. Deep. It's a two-car extendo. I mean, that looks like three cars to me. Two-car extendo, wraparound deck, big open floor plan. Okay. We're doing good this week. We're doing strong with these homes. I always tell I I always tell my clients like I like buying I like buying this time of year heading in towards the end of the summer because some of these homes, I mean, these ones are just hitting the market, but some of the ones that have been sitting and doing price drops, like the sellers, like they had goals of getting it sold throughout the summer, and they definitely don't want to be holding on to it over the winter. So I find out now is a good time to let's make a deal. That fan, I feel like that fan was there because there was a looks like the gas line there for some type of stove, and that fan was to circulate the air, but now it's just a big off-center fan. Cool. All right. All right. Interesting. Let's see the studio up top there. Nice little office, hang, playroom, whatever. That's fine. That slope ceiling because it's like an office doesn't bother me too much. Cool. Chicken coops. Yeah, it's cool. The views too are sweet. $612,500. Going back to Brook Forest Road in Evergreen, we got 8226 South Brook Forest Road. This is a lovely three-bedroom, two-bathroom, 1,390 square footer. Built in 1964, sitting on almost an acre, just under an acre here, because it's a west-facing home. So right at the base of Forest Estates there. Another property. It looks like we got the creek over here too. Another creek property. Shut up. And there's actually right here on the corner of the Brook Forest Inn. I hear that's haunted. So you got Chicken Creek and Cub Creek going right through the property. Cool, nice flat usable acreage over there. Did we do this one last week? I think last week I mentioned, yeah, I did mention this one last week because there was this feature here which I thought was unique and I felt like it washed out. We're gonna skip it. Actually, I'll just show you what the creek is, but we did this last week. Boom, boom, boom. There's your see like there's a trickle of a creek. That's a creek. Not much of a creek, but count it. All right, all right. Enough with the Chiefs fans. 625,000. We did that one last week. 46 Bay Lane back in Bailey. Bailey blowing it up this week. Definitely looks like the ranchettes over here. This is three bedroom, two bathroom, 2,144 square feet on a 1.3 acre gently sloped property. They say the year 1987 was built. Over there by U, we had so that U Lane property. So right off of 285, not too far back there at all. Cool. Easy to get back out to the loafing jug. Cool. Driveway looks like it's been repaved. Siding looks like it's gotten like spot treatment. Jeez. Dude, Mahomes, I saw Mahomes in training camp just moving around way like the speed at which people are coming back from injuries is crazy. Bay Lane with the bay window, unbelievable. Cool carpet can go, but it's really big garage, two car extendo. She deep, cool. Yeah, a little bit of love. You use some probably some. It looks like the siding's fine for right now, but the deck could use a new coat. Yeah, it looks like they painted over. They did some touch ups, so that'll get you by for a bit. Whoa, party shower. Cool. Okay. All right. Bay Lane, 625,000. Coal Creek Canyon. I'm gonna skip the canyon life. I'm just not gonna do the. I'm not gonna do Blackhawk. I'll change my map next week. Um, this one looks like Coal Creek Canyon. I'm gonna skip that one too. Looks like a nice property though. I'll zoom through the pictures here. This is Spruce Canyon Road. Cool. I like the brick. Like the little privacy. Get some views. Aspen trees. Interesting. Like a little bit of the old, a little bit of the new. Flying through this one. Cool. All right. Spruce Drive or Spruce Canyon Drive. As you guys are on here too, I always forget to say it. Hit the like button on the video. Appreciate that. It gives me a little bit extra boost. You know, I typically get close to 200 views on these videos, which I know it's not a high viewer count, but the regulars on these videos, you guys are what make this great for me every Saturday. Gamble Gulch, back in Blackhawk, looks like it's got a little bit of a creek there too. Gamble Gulch is kind of north, close to Rollinsville. So Gamble Gulch, Blackhawk. Gonna skip it this week. 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom acreage, maybe a little bit. 1.64. So yeah, you're almost at Rollinsville with this one. You guys, if there's anything that you guys want to see in more in depth, go to my website, moxiepropertygroup.com, and you can look at all these properties. And then also, if you guys if you guys see something that's not, not a newer listing, maybe you're in the hunt for properties, and you see something you want to get my take on it, let me know. Another canyon property, Spruce Canyon Circle. I'll change the map for next week. I'm basically going to shave off this top part here. Shave off that top part, and I'm going to go a little bit over to the Continental Divide there. Eisenhower Tunnel. Nederland property, Golden Divide View. Is this let's see what part of Coal Creek Canyon. All right, this is good. I'm skipping a bunch of these here. Pine, back in Pine again. Paiute, 13183 South Paiute Drive. This is a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,800 square footer. Built in 1986 on a 1.1 acre lot. Says it's south facing. Looks like we're back behind Pine Junction there again. Yep, back behind Pine Junction, just off of Osceola. Boom. Easy to get over. You could walk, you could bike over to More Lumber, go see your girl GGB, say what's up, say I need a sledgehammer. Do you rent sledgehammers? And they're gonna say no, but we sell them. And you're like, shit, I need to put in my for sale sign. I forgot my sledgehammer, and so you have to buy one. But yeah, right over at Crossroads, and all the little shops, coffee shops, and everything are just down the road here. So cool location. You're at the end of the road too. I dig that. Rockin' me, mama, like a wagon wheel. That's a good little curb appeal. I like the rock border. I like the gravel, secluded, private. This is what I tell people. You don't need a ton of acreage to get privacy. Siding looks good, roof looks solid from a distance. Sometimes the photos though can make siding and stuff look better than it is. It kind of looks like that hardy board. Deck looks good. Cute little kitchen. Kind of small, but this appliance, that fridge is ginormous. Cool. Looks a little dark. You could put in a skylight. I always like a skylight in the kitchen, really brightens it up. Cool. Looks like like they just shine the shit out of that ceiling there. Okay, kind of a unique floor plan, it looks like. Nice little split level when you come in. Wood burning stove downstairs. No, that's probably That's a pellet stove, I think. You see the bucket and a little bit of a lid? That's a good sign. It's a pellet stove, which is nice. Pellet stove, cleaner, easier to maintain, especially like in a bedroom or like downstairs room like this where you can kind of walk away from the pellet stove. You don't have to worry about putting out the fire or tending to the fire. Nice Trex decking, railing looks good. Cool. Guys, we're in August. This is crazy. Years flying by. 715,000 what they're asking for. 2338 Hearth Drive, Unit 25, right on the golf course. There you go. These are those townhome slash condos over there in the golf course in the Highwan area. 3 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 2,027 square feet. $400 monthly HOA covers. What does the HOA cover? Ground maintenance, maintenance structure, snow removal, trash, water. So right off of so Hearth Drive is right there. So you are right on the golf course. All the elk, right across from Elk Meadow. Boom. So great access. Easy living. If you want easy mountain living, here you go. Look at that. That's a nice little private area there. That's cool. Facing out the back too. So again, you're just gonna be looking at elk and golfers. Nice little peninsula, big countertops, lots of cabinets. Yeah, this one's looking good. Wood burning fireplace. I think I'm at the switch. Coffee's and sometimes like coffee is just like coffee's great, but sometimes I just want a monster, right? I just want to be beating up my body a little bit more. Oh, everything, yeah, everything looks updated, looks good. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This must be the place. The pooper? I hope you know where you're at. Just in the closet. This must be the place. No, 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 this is not the place. Cool. I like the privacy in the backyard. 725,000. Hold on, I'm gonna go grab a energy drink real quick. There we go. We're back. Yeah, baby, here we go. Mm, yeah, that's what I want this morning. Next up, we got 32539 Aspen and Meadow Drive over in Evergreen, the Shadow Mountain neighborhood. A 3 bedroom, a 3 bathroom, 1,657 square footer. Open house tomorrow, 11 to 1 on almost an acre. Nice, built in 1991. Shadow Mountain area. I wouldn't call this Shadow Mountain area. Shadow Mountain's like over here. Shadow Mountain area is this way. And more, I'd call this Brook Forest area. Forest Estates. Okay. But yeah, not too far back. You're right by the Maxwell Falls trailhead. So probably like 14 minutes to get back out to Evergreen Lake right there. Or you can take quickly and easily shoot over to Blue Creek and takes you the shortcut cutting through Evergreen Meadows over to Aspen Park. So nice centralized location in Evergreen. I like it. Nice south facing, great tons of sun exposure. Railing looks good. Wrap around deck, decks on decks, two-car garage. Nice concrete driveway. Siding looks good. I like this one already. Cool. You got the Joanne Gaines cookbook. What a freaking entrepreneur, Joanne Gaines. And can we just say Joanne Gaines, like, what a classy gal. Chip and Joanne Gaines are they're probably the best, right? Is there anybody that you guys like better than Chip and Joanne Gaines? And her business savvy. Not only she does a good job, but super savvy businesswoman. And Chip is, I know let's not discount Chip. Chip's amazing. Cool. Well done. Nicely staged. That island there. So like typically, the island would be included. That one doesn't look like it's connected to the ground. So that would be something like in the inclusions, we would want to make sure that we include that if you want it. Anything that could be rolled away or lifted up. Cool. Yeah, great exposure, great sun exposure down that way. Oh, that I thought that was wood at first. It looks like nice Trex decking. It's just wet. Cool. Yep. Looks really well maintained. I dig it. Cool. $729,900 what they're asking. 6434 Joan Lane. There, she's next. This is a four-bedroom, four-bathroom, 2,088 square footer, built in 1977, sitting on a 1.68 acre lot. Similar area, but a little bit closer. That last property is right down the road here on Brook Forest. So this one probably closer to 8 minutes to get back out, maybe 10 because you got to come down. What's this? Evergreen Heights. You'll see the little sign there to get back into this neighborhood, but similar in that it's south facing. Typically, it's a little bit sloped over there. You can see a little bit sloped off the road. So, come in Evergreen Heights, and you got a lot of these properties here. Nice little neighborhood. Cute. I don't love the paint color, but looks good. Okay, a little split level. I don't know why this kitchen isn't doing it for me. What's going on? You guys tell me what's going on with this kitchen. Is it too busy? Is that the word? I don't love when these don't come to the ceiling. What is it? What's throwing me off? Is it the too many textures? You get the like dark granite, the weathered wood, the regular wood, the flooring that's a different color. What is it? It's too busy, right? Random black bits. Yeah, it's just throwing me off a little bit. Sometimes too, maybe with the metal railing, maybe it ties in well. Maybe just like when you take a step back, it looks fine, but yeah, just a little bit too much. Uncoordinated, yeah. I used to date a interior designer, and it was just so great because that is such a art. It is a gift. Like somebody with a musical ability. This is fun. Look at this little this little bridge here to get over to the ADU area. That's cool. That's cute though. I like that. It does look busy too. It almost looks like it makes me feel like I'm like a Peter Pan house. Fun. Like a husband's like, go, you're in the doghouse. Like, I'll go to the doghouse. Doghouse is dope. Little tree house. That'd be fun for like sleepovers when you were a kid. Cool. 6434 Joan Lane, looking cute. 749,000. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. There's some things I not my style, but I can't say I have the best style. All right, going over to the Pine Junction area, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. I think this is the most Pine properties we've had in a long time. Pine is just it's just not too big of it's a big area, but it's like very north and south on the map. 13019 South Parker Avenue, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,111 square feet, sitting on 5.22 acres. Charming cabin with great mountain views. First time ever sold. Built in 1967. That's why I love properties like this. Pretty close to 285 there. So you'll hear it. You're going to hear 285, but easy access. Probably get down the hill in like 35 minutes over to Aspen Park. Easy access. Let's look actually, let's go back. Let's look at the lot lines because maybe the house is like at the back of the 5 acres. See if we can get property lines here. Ah, you're butting up right against 285. Yeah. All right. It's fine though. Cool. I like that. A couple heaters out there. Dude's name is Dutch. The Drails. I'm sure I'm not saying that right. His name is Dutch Drahill. Dragiel. Cool. Looks like the classic older couple has had this. It's been in the family forever. Not completely updated, but they maintained it well. It's got some charm to it. I have a dream for a couple of tree houses connected by rope for our acre. That'd be cool. Do it. This is cool. What's up, Christian? Rep in Austin. Get a zip line. You could put a zip line on there. There you go. Too tired. Wow. Cool. No yeah, it did have a garage though, right? Yeah, big garage. Little carport there to pull up in. It's raining or something. Cool. All right. Uh first time it's sold, first time in the market, 750,000 what they're asking. We're doing good, man. We're not nearly as hot as you guys. Oh yeah, I've sold many of places with a zip line. I've uh I've showed the kids how to get down on the zip line several times too. As my typically I'm heavy enough that my ass is almost dragging on the ground. Next up is 28104 Meadow Drive over in Highwan Hills neighborhood. Looks like a townhome here. It's 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,365 square feet. You get a $325 monthly HOA. It's going to be covering the. Gonna tell me? Does not tell me what the HOA covers. Oh yeah, it does here. Irrigation, ground maintenance, maintenance structure, recycling, road maintenance, snow removal, trash. And we are right off of Bear Creek here. So you're in the High One Hills neighborhood. You're walkable to downtown, which is cool. Walkable to downtown. You get the nice little shopping center just down the way here. So shopping center is just across the street. Get the gas station around the corner, and you could safely. I feel like they always need to put a sidewalk over here. Safely walk over to Evergreen downtown. Boom. Don't have to worry about parking. Yo, Christian, you buy a house, I'll get you a zip line, dude. I'll get you a zip line. That's it. Anybody that wants a zip line on this channel, you guys remind me. I don't know. I don't have a zip line guy. I've never put a zip line in. But if you guys want a zip line, I will get you a zip line. Seal the deal. Done. Yeah, done. Zip lines with every sale. Okay. A little dated. It feels 90s vibe, but good space, decent location. Cool. 750,000 open house today, 11 to 2. Isn't Tim Harris? Tim Harris has the quintessential boomer profile photo. Actually, my girlfriend says my Instagram photo looks like I'm a boomer. It's just a close up headshot. Need something more fun, but I'm like, I don't guys don't we don't take fun photos unless there's a girl there to take them for us, then we'll get involved. But I'm not with my boys being like, hey, let's take a fun one. It's always me and my boys at dinner doing this. You know, the hey, we're here. That's it. That's all we're doing. Next up is 1034 Carlin Drive. 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2,792 square feet. Ladies, you tell me. I think it would be a turn on. If you saw a guy on dating photo or dating apps that has like really professional photos all the time, like dripped out, it's like it's kind of that says vain and narcissistic to me. Where we at? Built in 2004 on right around 1 acre there. Oh man, I'm doing Blackhawk here. I said I wasn't gonna do Blackhawk. I'll zoom through this one. So you're on 119, past Missouri Lakes, past Dory Lakes, almost to Rowlandsville. So probably 15-ish minutes to get back down to Blackhawk there. Yeah, nothing super noteworthy here anyways. You ain't missing out on a whole lot. 770,000. Another Pine property. 13851 Pine Valley Road. Nice. 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 1,984 square feet. That was a great year. Built in 1997, sitting on 1.11 acres. And not too far down Pine Valley Road. So Pine Valley Road. So Pine as a whole, like Pine, the reason is like you could be in Pine and be up here, like the Pine Junction area, where Pine goes all the way down to this area here by that Zoka restaurant. All this Elk Creek, this is Pine too. So Pine is just very like long area down through here, very narrow. Takes you probably like 5 minutes to drive through Pine on 285. This one's not too far back in there. Cool, nice access there. A lot of this is this crushed granite. Very pine vibe, very Bailey vibe. Cool. Flooring looks good. Nice nature windows. What's it say? Gardens grow promises. What? What? Do they gardens grow promises? I don't know if I was reading that correctly. Okay. It's a fun bed frame. Cool. Hot tub, hot and bubbly, good usable acreage. Again, access is really nice on this one. Yeah, that Pine Valley Drive is very beautiful. Those horses on right there by the the creek that's just weaving through there, gorgeous. I hope they know that they're living like the best life. 775. Now jumping up to 825 for 11512 Hannah Drive. 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,274 square feet, Kings Valley neighborhood of Conifer. Built in 1995 on a 28,000 plus square foot lot. We are what part of Pine Valley? You're close to the top there. So I'm going to guess 8,900 feet elevation. So it does take you, Pine Kings Valley is an area I like to take people just to see what they think about the roads. A little bit of a windy drive to get back in there. Let's check out the elevation here. I would I say 89, 8,900. What's my elevation? Oh, come on. Why are we being like this? 9,300. You're up there. Siding could use some love. The Honkinins. Cool. Cute. That's a good floor plan. That's a good layout. Yeah, I like that. Just a little bit of separation with that stacked rock fireplace. Kitchen looks good. Tons of cabinets. It's like you have a little pantry maybe right here around the corner. Little pantry. Big primary. Primary with a 5 piece on it. Nice. Cool. Okay. Storage. That's always like, hey, like building into the mountain there. You got a little bit of storage. It's nice to have it sealed. Put your Christmas decorations and stuff like that back in there. A lot of space. Cool. 825,000 what they're asking. Open house today, 11 to 2. A lot of open houses this week. 254 Juniper Lane over in Evergreen. This is a 2 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2,246 square feet. That's a lot of square footage for just 2 bedrooms. 1.82 acres. Back up off of Witter Gulch there. So you're typically coming down to, you're going to be Clear Creek County over here. So coming down Witter Gulch, jumping on Stagecoach to get over Evergreen Parkway. This is just going to take you higher in elevation here. If traffic is really bound up on 285, you can always come way out and around. There's a little shooting range. You got Echo Mountain Ski Resort up there. Lots of off-roading, dirt biking, hiking, all kinds of stuff back up in there. Nice stucco exterior, siding, the roof. I mean, that drip edge looks relatively new, so I'm guessing the roofing is newer too. Okay. We did this one last week. I feel like we did this one last week. We did. We did. We did this last week. I'm gonna go grab my jacket real quick. Everybody take a quick bio break, fill up your coffee. How many days? Yeah, 7 days on the market. Did I do this Saturday? I feel like I did this Saturday last week. Maybe I did it Sunday. Getting some repeat offenders here. 839,000. I'm gonna go grab a jacket because I know all you Texans don't want to hear this, but it's a little chilly over here. 1 second, I'll be right back. Mark's Drive up next. Yeah, no bugs. Nice and cool right now. Chill. I dig it. It's nice up here. 11471 Marks Drive. Whose drive? Marks Drive. We ain't got no marks on this channel, huh? This could be your house. Conifer Mountain neighborhood. Conifer Mountain's another one we're probably going to throw in this elevation here. How high are we? 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,160 square feet, sitting on 2 acres, built in 1997. Yep, so you're up there. Well, the last one was just down the road here. What's that last one here? On Hannah, that was 94. So I'm going to guess 95. 92. How is that one lower? Well, I guess if it's down the hill, obviously. I guess it's lower. No shit, Sean. I guess if this is the hill going up and it drives at the top, that makes a little bit of sense. Okay, let's see the property here. Cute entry. Got the solar up top. Nice little rock wall there. Yeah, up here too. Fairly sloped property. Oh, you got the views up here. Look at that. That's a good. I like the skylights too. It's a big, and that's such a giant rock wall with the tiniest little, cutest little wood burner fireplace. Big kitchen, big kitchen with the Viking appliances. Gosh, I haven't done the Viking appliances here. That's a big grill top, big hood, Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at? It's funny, the Norway soccer team with what was that guy's name? Not Hansel. It was it'd be good with an H, right? I don't know. That guy that everybody like, the big goofy guy that was really good, like 6'4", 6'5", something like that. He was really cool. And I liked them, but I don't want to like them. Holland, thank you. Holland. My girl loved Holland. He's like, oh, it's so big and goofy. I'm like, I know, but I'm Irish. And god dang, the Norwegian people are cool. They're cool. But like the Vikings just they really did a lot of terrible things to my people. Came in quick and fast and beat our asses and took our women and I shouldn't like them, but god damn they're cool. All right, that is Mark's drive. Looking good. 849,000 is he asking there. Teresa wants me to. You know what? I was gonna throw a hat on today. I have an open house. So I was like, I'll do my hair real quick. I didn't like my hair. I don't like my hair because typically like to do my hair after I get out of the shower, and this was just like out of bed. But thank you, Teresa. I appreciate you. I can't see your hair, but I'm sure it looks good too. I'm sure you're looking great, Teresa. Three bedroom, three bathroom, 2,361. This is 8465 US Highway 285. How close to 285 are we? 10.28 acres. Built in 1994. That garage looks older than 1994. All right, so you're back a little bit off of 285. You're still gonna hear it though. Not too far back in there though. You're more like the Homestead area. So is this Morrison? Yeah, technically Morrison. All right, good acreage. Yeah, there you go. That close to getting down the hill with the acreage. It's a good. It's a good setup. You can see this driveway too. It's like something that you need the toys, boys, because it looks like that's where the water is going to constantly flow. So that's going to be rutting out like that seasonally. We got the air conditioning on this, or is that a generator? It might be a generator. And then we got the radon mitigation system. Cool, nice kitchen. This is that like faux old house. It looks like where they did. I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago, where they, in older houses, the wood will shrink over time, and so they pack in more mortar, and you get gaps like this. But here they just that's just the vibe. Okay, I don't know if that's the primary. I'm not a fan of the big primary unless you don't have kids anymore. My clients are typically really split on the big open primary. If they're empty nesters, they don't mind it because the kids will only be in town every now and then. But if kids are in the house, they don't like to have the open primary like that. Cool. Yeah, you see 285 off in the distance there. Cool. All right, looking good. This is 8465 US Highway 285. Asking price 875,000. Going over to Idaho Springs. This is 410 East Idaho Springs Road, Two bedroom, two bathroom, 2,128 square feet on 26 acres. Almost 26, 25.84. You won't be able to tell the difference. Built in 1986, right off of what road is this? There's Soda Creek. Are you the only house up here? I don't even know how you get to this house. Where's your road? East Idaho Springs. So it looks like you come off of interesting. Interesting. So it looks like there's a couple houses. Unless this is it right here. But yeah, coming off right by the new like rec area. Look at like the skate park and stuff like this. And then coming up east, you're gonna have a long driveway. You need some toys to plow that driveway. Fun. Okay. Nice cottage vibe house. Feels older with like the smaller bedrooms. Nice kitchen, double oven. It looks like a big old pantry back there. Yep, big pantry, little wine rack there. Nice. Okay. Windows look new. I'd say I mean, that's dope. Clear Creek County with the almost 25, 26 acres. That's crazy. Pretty much on a hill, though. Cool. That's cool. Yeah, right down the road from Idaho Springs. Nice. Okay. Okay. 885,000 what they're asking. That was a unique one, unique spot. Tony Thorpe, dead giveaway. It's gonna be the Canyon Life. We're gonna skip that one. You go to my website, check that one out. 900,000 though. Probably has a couple acres. 1.71. You can go to my website, moxiepropertygroup.com. Go look at that one. Genesee neighborhood next. This is a three bedroom, three bathroom, 2,178 square footer. We're talking about 1013 Arrowwood Drive. Nice three-car garage. Built 1978 on a 10,000 square foot lot. You got the two fitness centers over in there, and kind of on the middle of the ridge of Genesee. So you might be facing more north, which isn't my favorite. I like the south facing ones here. Let's see if we could tell. Yeah, you could see here by the looks like this is the hill. Looks like you're facing towards the highway. Cool, good tree mitigation, nice tile roof. I like it. It's nice. It's just like for Genesee, I like the back end of it. I'm a little snobbish when it comes to Genesee. Giant kitchen. And then with Genesee, you get crazy access back down the hill. That I had to go back to look at this plate here. Looks like with this, probably have some radiant floor heating in the bathroom, which is nice. Cool. Yeah, so you're facing north there towards like Mother Cabrini Shrine. But cool. All right. 979,000 what they're asking. 29866 Woods Drive over in Evergreen. Open house tomorrow, 12 to 2. 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 1,974 square feet. Sitting on 26,000 plus square foot lot, built in 1988. Woods Drive. Okay, so you're back up Buffalo Park Road, and you're real close to Three Sisters. The high school is right here. You have a little bit of traffic on Buffalo Park Road, but you're just off it. Everyone's going 35 miles an hour through that. But if you like hiking and mountain biking and everything like that, sweet spot for you. And if you have somebody that goes to the high school, they could walk. Cool, nice paved driveway. Yeah, just a couple of minutes back over to the lake. Cool. I feel like the bottom of the list was more exciting than the top of the list this week. Are you with me? Kitchen's nice. I like some weird shit. I like maybe not like weird, weird, but well done weird. Bay window to sit with your bay. I like unique character stuff, and some of the stuff is just like, yeah, it's nice, it's clean, it's updated. Give me a little wonky in there. Asking price 985,000. Another Genesee property. This looks like the north end of Genesee. This looks like Mount Vernon area. This is 4 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,608 square feet. Open house today, 10 to 2. This is 865 Astor Way. Built in 1978 on an 18,000 plus square foot lot. I know you're back in Genesee. Yeah, you're on the south. Another property, you're close to I-70, so you're gonna hear I-70 over in here. Really good, easy access to get back down the hill if you want to be in the mountains. Yeah, I get a lot of people that want to be up in here, like empty nesters, that their kids live in the city, and they kids had grandkids or kids had kids, so they're grandkids, and they want to be able to get down to see them, but they don't want to be in the city. The good spot for you. I like that roof. I like the nature windows. I like the kitchen. Nice Trex deck out back, 2-car garage. There you go. The I-70 is right up here at the top. Cool. Yeah, cute. Fine. Yeah, you get all the stay out of the rut season. There's the kind of one of the fitness centers over in there. Pickleball courts, tennis ball courts, fitness centers, all that stuff. Asking price 999,000. Golden Gate Canyon property over here, kind of unique looking. Probably got some acres, 40-acre lot. Go to my website. We're not gonna do the Golden Gate Canyon. We're not gonna do. We're gonna stick close to I-70 here moving forward. Another pine property, 203 Valley View Lane over in Bailey. What's this Pine slash Bailey area? It's kind of doesn't make sense. Pine and Bailey to two different places, but that's fine. That's fine. House looks good. Views look dope. Tons of garage space. 4 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 3,649 square feet, sitting on a 3.26 acre lot, built in 1988. Cool. So you're back in there. This is one of the properties back behind Pine Junction. Probably you're probably 10 minutes to get back out to 285 there. It feels like a different world, which is good. It's nice and quiet. Great stargazing back in there for sure. Faux show. And you get these views. So nice, quiet. Again, not too far to get out. Decks on decks on decks. Look at that. That's sweet. That'll be gorgeous in the snow. Looks like Mount Blue Sky way over in the distance there. Kitchens bring families together. Cool. Kind of a unique setup there. It's kind of like sunken. I guess you put the dining room over here. A lot of people are looking for that. And I guess it flows to the outside, which is nice, but a lot of people are looking for that connection. Hey, dining room up top there. So this is just kind of a unique little nook over there. A lot of people want the kitchen connecting to the living space anymore. I hear that a lot. They want to be able to like watch TV and hang as they're entertaining. So kind of a all these stairs, kind of unique. Whoa. Cool. All right. All right. Yeah, with all the stairs, it's kind of you got to get into this thing to feel the flow. That's a dope office view, though. All right, yeah, floor plan. The flow is hard to track on this thing. Got to go see it in person. But that is Valley View Lane over in Pine. Asking price 1,025,000. Going over to Evergreen for 3396 White Bark Pine, a 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,545 square footer. Open house today, 11 to 1. Built in 1997 on an 8,276 square foot lot. Right off of Stagecoach here. So, right off of Evergreen Parkway. Great access back to everything. So, I like this. I like this area. Super easy access to get to like all the things Bergen Park, the the rodeo. I was gonna say the Stampede. The rodeo is right there. Elk Meadow, easy to get down to the grocery store, to the lake. Everything is right there. All the elk, all the deer coming through, just nibbling. So this is the kind of flow that a lot of people like. You know, you guys know what I'm saying. So like I think the best is when you have the kitchen to the living room, right out access to the deck that you can walk right out to. So if you want to eat outside, eat inside, everything is right there. House is a little bit closer together. Big old primary with the 5-piece primary ensuite. Blah blah. Why say blah blah? One of my agents was watching one of my videos the other day, and you said he's like you opened it with back at it like a crack addict. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm I'm myself to a fault sometimes, and I don't know where this shit comes from. Cool, good looking property, good location. More like residential feeling. You don't get the ton of privacy back in there. That is White Bark Pine coming in at 1,035,000. Blah blah blah. 24333 Bent Feather Road over in Conifer. 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 3,107 square feet. Sitting on 5 acre lot. Nice. 5 acre lot built in 1980. Okay, I like Foxton and Pleasant Park Road and Richmond Hill. I kind of treat them a little bit of the same, just like these offshoots off of 285. Nice to get back there and a little bit of acreage. You get a little more bang for your buck over in Conifer compared to Evergreen. Let's see what that lot looked like. Parcel map. I love this new feature on homes.com. When it looks good. That looks like shit. All right. I can do the satellite view. There we go. Maybe it's my internet. All right, so you're at the house. Yeah, the back end of the property there. Like you got some usable, some wooded. Nice. Cool. And view. Like log cabiny vibe. Ooh, okay. Oh. All right. What's the feeling, guys? What do we think about this? They went for it. So we got the dark floors, stacked or moss rock fireplace, white. They painted the tongue and groove up top white. Another one, I'm not sure how I feel. Like maybe you guys love it. It's just a little bit much for me. That's cool though. I'll take as much of that as I can get. And a composite decking out back. And then the kitchen is like 4 different colors. You guys feeling this? Let me know. One in the chat if you love it. 2 if it's too much going on. Too busy. It's a little too busy. To me, it's like I see you're trying to go for it's one of those like look how busy and crazy that looks. I think you could fix it. This could be fixed. If you paint the walls, all the white walls need to go more of an earthy tone because the contrast from like they went bright white on the walls and then the floors are just so dark. It's just crazy. I think if you bring down the white a little bit on the walls, it'll help everything blend together. Just usually like a little bit of contrast, but that is just aggressive. Well, you got looks like a laundry chute right there though. That's always I mean, it's like what's the value of a laundry chute? It's hard to put one on it. I love me a laundry chute. Right now I have my laundry is in my primary bedroom, and I say primary bedroom because I'm in a 1924 minor house, and you can't fit a king size bed in any of these rooms, which kind of sucks. But this isn't my forever home. But my laundry is in my bedroom, and so is my laundry basket. And I got to get my jujitsu and kickboxing clothes washed immediately, or else my room smells like a hockey locker room. Okay. Okay. All right. Actually, initially when I saw this and the price and the acreage, like I got a client for this, but now looking at it, I don't think they're gonna like. I don't think it's gonna be the style for them. 1,050,000 is what we're asking. The villas over in Evergreen. 31251 Divot Drive. Does that mean it's by the golf course? Golf course view, it says. 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 1,758 square feet, $138 monthly HOA, built in 2000, sitting on a, doesn't tell me the lot size. No lot size? Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll just go on without it. So right off of Evergreen Parkway here, right across from Evergreen Meadows. So really easy walkable over to Bergen Park, get all the elk, all the deer coming through your yard all the time, just nibbling, just nibbling. And right over here at this Buchanan Park, is that Buchanan Park? I think Buchanan Park. Yeah, Buchanan Park's right here. So this is where they have a ton of the like summer festivals, everything like that. So good location for that. You could walk over there for sure. Plenty of parks, plenty of great walking. You can come over right here to Castle Court and fight me at kickboxing and jujitsu. Play fake murder. It's fun. It's fun. Okay. All right. Nice big floor plan. That's a nice big floor. They need staged for how big that area is. Needs stage. I'm talking a lot of shit lately. Talking a lot of shit on listings that aren't mine. Suggestive, not knocking the agent or the seller, but or the property. Just saying it could use a room like that. That's a unique shape. You could really use some staging in there to show how it would be set up. Some people, not everybody's got the vision. Deck looks like it could use a little bit of love down here. Looks like a little bit of water damage. Decks on decks on decks. Okay. All right. Interesting. 1,100,000 is what they're asking. 59. I love me some Lookout Mountain. 59 Lookout Mountain Circle. 4 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,572 square feet. Open house today, 11 to 1. I like me Lookout Mountain homes. A little bit older, a little bit of character, a little bit of charm. 1 acre lot built in 1971. I think I'm gonna like this one. And you're far enough. It looks like you're far enough away from I-70. If you hear it, you'll just barely hear it. Easy access back out to the front range there. That's what I like about Lookout Mountain. Okay, already we're going with unique. 2 car garage. Big fat moss rock fireplace. I like it. I like it. I dig it. I like it. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Could go totally mid. This feels mid mod vibes. The kitchen does not feel mid mod. Double oven, nice skylight. You can make it mid mod. It's just the counter and the cabinets. Oh, I love how the fireplace, dual sided fireplace, and it extends out onto the patio. Oh, they went with some leopard carpet. Fun. Nice primary out to the deck. 5-piece primary ensuite, not huge, but good. I like it. I like it. Charmer, unique, character, different, not annoying. Yeah, I like it. You paint the siding. Siding could use some love. The retaining walls and everything look like in good shape. A little bit of crumbling, but get the blower out there. Cool. I dig it. I like that one. 1,150,000. Cool. I think it's cool. Another Lookout Mountain. Oh, see, look at this Lookout Mountain property. This is sweet. It's from here, from here. Look all the windows. 4 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 3,482 square feet. Blair Bryant is the listing agent. That's a that name just rolls off the tongue. Blair Bryant. This sounds like a professional pitcher. 22703 Hagler Drive. Open house Sunday, 11 to 1. 1.72 acres, built in 1974. And oh, this one, so not necessarily Lookout Mountain. So what's unique about this area? I mean, it's good and bad. I like Genesee for the fact that you get access to those fitness centers. But this one is kind of an annex off to the side. So you don't really have that, but not many houses up in here. Nice and quiet. Look at that though. That's cool. I don't know how often I'd be going out to that big deck though. There's nothing really need like a hot tub or a uh what like a gas line for the grill. Maybe that's too far to take food for the grill. Good view. The lights. Those lights gotta go. I like this. I think hardwood floors totally changes this. Great kitchen. A lot of carpet. A lot of carpet for a wood burning stove there. 3-car garage. I think it's cool. I think it's fun. Maybe those aren't lights. I don't know what the hell they would be though. Maybe they were lights. Maybe they're big fluorescent lights. I don't know why they wouldn't take them down. Maybe they're access panels. I'm not sure. But they're in every room and they're not lights. So fun, fun property. Cool. That is Hagler Drive asking 1.2 million. Blackhawk, we're gonna skip Blackhawk here. It looks like Dory Lakes, Missouri Lakes area. .02 acres. You guys go to my website if you want to look at that one more in depth. Back in Bailey, 163, the Old Corral. Old Corral Road, back in Bailey. 5 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 4,322 square feet. That is the view right there. That's dope. Sitting on 3 acres, built in 1999. Old Corral Road off of Deer Creek Road. So you're not too far, just kind of by the school over there. Not too far back off of 285, right by the Loafing Jug over here. So good access out. Uh, that's nice. Cool floor plan. I already like this. I like the kitchen to the living room to the outdoor space. Windows are great. Not a huge River Rock fan, but I like the River Rock fireplace in this. Double oven. Nice. Good views. Nice decks. Big enough loft space that you could do something with it. Some of those tiny lofts. And the double-sided gas burning fireplace from the primary to the primary ensuite. I like that too. Koozie tub, 5-piece primary ensuite. I like it. I like the views. I like the setup. Plenty of bedrooms. Deck looks good. Yep, the deck looks real good. Giant garage. Check, check. Looking good, old corral. 1,250,000. 29661 Rainbow Hill Road. Unique spot in Evergreen here. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,188 square footer, 17-acre lots. So that's unique. So this is right before you hit Evergreen Park. Well, you get off on Evergreen Parkway, but then you bust a right by that like forestry building. So here's Evergreen Parkway. Get off Evergreen Parkway, and then you go down Rainbow Road right here. So Starbucks, Home Depot, Walmart, all that stuff is right over here. Cool. Come down to Rainbow Road. Not too far down Rainbow Road too. It can get pretty far and narrow back in there, so not too far down. Some of these you could hear 285, and that's sometimes a bummer for these, but looks like it's south facing. 17 acres. Missing some of the trim there. Log cabiny with a giant fridge. Nice log cabiny vibe. Oh yeah. That is a mantle there. That's dope. Kitchen. I love the like what's it called when they do like the rough edges on the counters? I like that. Cool. Looks nice updates. Cool. And 17 acres. I mean, you could hunt on 17 acres. Deck looks good. Looks like wood, but it looks like very well maintained. Nice flagstone area, nice usable acreage there. Guessing that's your lot line. Let's see the lot line here. Cool. You own the side of the mountain. There you go. It's kind of uphill, but it's you. It's all you, baby. You see, it's like fairly flat here. It looks like I mean, somewhat sloped, and then it gets steep right here. 1,250,000. What they're asking. Back in Blackhawk. Wow, that's a nice looking property there. Bet you got some acreage. 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1,304 square feet. No details. Come on, no details. You gotta have some acreage here. 35 acres. Okay, there you go. 35 acres. It's in the description. Jerry Baker, give us some more info, bud. Come on, bud. I'm gonna flip through this one real quick because look at that. That looks sick. Small house though. Small house, lots of acreage, little ranch. 7 photos. That's all we get. Okay. Interesting. 1,260,000. Cinnamon Wood over in I think this is the High One area. Uh 31180 Cinnamon Wood. 3-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom, 3,618 square feet. Built in 1996 on a 6,098 square foot lot. Yeah, you're in the woods of Evergreen. So it's kind of off a stagecoach, not really high one, it's across the road. Similar to the last one, the home's gonna be a little bit closer here. Feels like high one, very much feels like high one. Public water, public sewer, homes are closer together, smaller lots, but nice. Nice access and everything. Three-car garage. Yeah, see, real close. Big old kitchen. Nice. Cool. That's a giant island. Cool. Nice office. Nice. Everything looks very well maintained, very traditional feeling house. Of course, it's got the primary, five-piece primary. Five-piece. Yep. You get two sinks there. Check, check. Yeah, it looks good. All right. All right. It's not blowing my mind. It's a nice property. 1,295,000. 2395 Pine Tree Lane. Six bedrooms, getting big here. Six bedrooms, four and a half bathrooms, 4,029 square feet. Open house tomorrow, 1 to 3. Got the golf course view, it says. Built in 1992 on a 25,000 square foot lot. Well, right off of Evergreen Parkway there. This is the High One area. Nice big lot for the area. Cool. Okay. Nice open flow here. Nice view out the mountain of the mountain there, out the primary bedroom. Bay, big old bay window to sit with your bay. Looks good, nicely staged. That's what you want to do. Get all this stuff off the countertops. Good job. Nice big primary. Dallas fans. Can we just say foosball is underrated? Everyone, I there's a place by me called the Gold Pan. I like to go play some foosball. And sometimes I'll drag people in. People will see how fun me and my girl are having playing foosball. And then I'm like, you guys want to get on this? You want to go doubles? And it's immediately people like, dude, this is intense and fun. I'm like, I know, foosball's the shit, underrated. 1,485,000 what they're asking for. Pine Tree Lane on the golf course. Look and see what neighborhood we're in here. Riva Chase. Okay, so this isn't Canyon Gold. This is kind of right by Genesee here. Riva Chase is a little gated community right off I-70 there. This is 988 Eastwood Drive, four bedroom, four and a half bathroom, 4,361 square feet. Open house tomorrow, 11 to 1. Built in 1994 on a 1.01 acre lot. Riva Chase is right before you get into Genesee here. Little neighborhood, gated community. Right as you get off of, I think it's Lookout Mountain uh, exit there. So again, crazy access to get back down the hill. I like this kind of a Santa Fe vibe. Three-car garage, stucco siding, tile roof. Okay. I like it. I feel like those are speakers up top, and I don't see any heating in the floor. So I'm guess this isn't this is radiant floor heating, which is sweet. Double oven. Cool. I like that arch right there too. That's cool. From the primary to the primary ensuite. Nice. Everything looks good. The Pennsylvania license plate. Oh, Philadelphia Eagles. That makes sense now. It all makes sense. Cool. All right. Looks good. Nice. Easy access out, back out. 1.5 is the asking price. And heading over to Morrison for this four bedroom, five bathroom, 3,628 square footer. This is 7538 Stanger Way over in the Homestead neighborhood. So probably have some acreage here. 2.29 acres built in 2000. Nice little end of the I don't know if it's cul-de-sac or road there. Do you have a pond? Is that pond on your property? Nope, sure ain't. I don't call that much of a pond either. Now that we got that, looks dried up pond. All right, cool. Let's see it. Nice circle driveway there. Love this. Love the railing. Love the earthy tones. That's some damn good curb appeal. Awesome outdoor space. Feeling it. Feeling it for sure. Love the kitchen. That's cool. Cool, like the flow from the kitchen to the dining space. Nice primary. Cool. Trex decking outside. Windows look newer. Outdoor sitting space is dialed in. Cool. I like it. Looks good. Stanger Way coming in 1,750,000. Heading over to Indian Hills, our only Indian Hills property of the week. 20-acre lot. This is a three bedroom, two and a half bathroom, 3,441 square footer. This is somebody help me with this name. 5269 South Al Algonquin. I'm gonna say Algonquin. Uh, No idea. No idea how to say that. Built in 2017. She's kind of new. Coming up on 10 years old here. Yeah, so easy access to get back down the hill, kind of like the Genesee of 285, and that it's like the first real neighborhood that you're gonna hit. So up behind the what Mac Nation and one of a good dive bar, the Sit Bull Saloon right there. See the property line? Nope, no property line. Nope, not gonna show us. Okay, cool. Love the stamped concrete or I don't even know, textured concrete there. That's cool. Love that. Need some heaters out there for the winter time. Super rustic feeling. Dope. Cool. All right. Cool. Giant closet, walk-in closet. Nice. Giant second living space. Cool. Yeah, it looks good. Looks well done. Oh, big unfinished square footage downstairs too. Blank canvas, make it your own. There you go. Algonquin. Algonquin. I'm sure there's something that's silent in there. I have no idea. Algohuin. I don't know. 1.8 million is the asking price. What do we got? Four to go? Five to go? Oh man, Adams Meats is selling. This is a surprised it's not called a commercial property because it's half commercial property. But interesting that we get to see the upstairs of this, the living quarters. Downstairs is just their commercial, and this is right off of I-70. Right off I-70, easy to get back on to the highway there. Okay, we got a proposition here. Such a beautiful spot. How about you give me a green card and I'll happily swap the well first, you have to be a female, and two, you have to be cool. And yeah, well we could talk about it. Gava gava. This is 33850 Highway 40, 1 million pound home. What's 1 million pounds in dollars? Do I not have my phone with me? Let's see. I'm gonna pop it on the side. What is 1 million pound in dollars? Oh, 1.3 million. All right. Yeah, we can make that happen. That we can make that work. We can make it work. We can do something with that. All right, let's see, Adams. 3 bedroom, 5 bathroom, 4,034 square feet, 10-acre lot. Yeah, about 1.3. Yeah. We'll make it work. Built in 2019. So it's kind of a barndominium life. I got all the bison out there. So this whole area down here, this is where you pull up to get your food. I mean, oh yeah, you get all the shop with it too. Or no, I think that's connected to the same building. Yeah. So you park over here, all the bay doors. Interesting. It's super crazy interesting property. I'll show you guys at the end. I didn't show you where we're at here, but yeah, they're basically that's where you're at, right by the highway. It's kind of you don't see the highway because there's that hill. I'm pointing at my screen. There's that hill right here. You don't see it, but you'll hear it 100%. Never seen the upstairs. This is interesting. Giant peninsula. That's a giant kitchen there. Gava guy, you gotta be comfortable with the way I am. And that might be a stretch for you. We got the Viking appliances again. Let's go. It's funny too. Gals was like, "Ooh, the instant hot water for the pot." I'm like, I feel like that's such an easy add to a property. Like that in a laundry chute. It's like, oh yeah. It's like, okay. Cool. Real nice. Yeah, that's where you go in to buy the meats. Adams National. I'm sad to see they're gonna go. I love that place. Hey, you got a business. You got a business and slash barnuminium type house here. There you go. Cool. Unique spot. 1,195,000. Next up, we're going over to Golden Genesee South neighborhood. This is 1543 Copper Rose Drive. Open house tomorrow, 11 to 1. 7 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. Huge. 6,033 square feet. 1.07 acre lot built in 2004. Copper Rose. So not too far back in Genesee, just over the south side of it. Looks like you're probably going to have both south and east facing views. Kind of end of the road there too. So last house, cool. Big old property, 6,000 square feet. Gadzooks. Okay. I like the what do they call that ceiling? Coffered? Is it coffered ceilings? I like that. Always makes me want to smoke a cigar and drink some whiskey. Cool. I'm guessing it's radiant flooring in this kitchen. I don't see any heating element, and radiant floor heating is my top tier, top shelf heating. Nice primary with the view. Get all the elk, all the deer, all the fox, all the turkey up there just nibbling. Giant walk in closet, lofty loft, big old loft. Why are we putting that picture in there? Like sometimes it's like, is that an artistic photo? No. What are we doing? Nice big downstairs, walkout basement. Check, check. Flooring looks good. Everything looks great. 6,000 square feet. We're about to get lost. Nice. There you go. I love the twinkle of the city. That's what I'm talking about. That east facing view. Asking price 2,085,000. 4 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 4,127 square feet over in Evergreen Meadows. This is 5809 Skyline Drive, 5.82 acres. So Skyline is just south of the lake there. So not too far, easy to get up there. Get a little bit of acreage that close to Evergreen. That's nice. Looks new. What year is this built? 2017. The fun design, good curb appeal, nice metal roofs. I don't know what you call this style. See it from time to time. Giant peninsula kitchen countertops, giant primary. Nice. It's to hold all your glasses of wine on the shelf there. I don't know what this I mean, mountain modern would just be like the lazy way to say this style, but I know there's more to it. There's something more nuanced or niche than that. Cool. All right. So more square footage than I said because homes.com doesn't count on finished square footage here. So just probably at least 1,000 square feet more below. Giant shop. There you go. 2,295,000. Going over to Evergreen for 26427 Bell Park Drive. Open house next Friday, 3 to 6. This is a interesting. I heard my phone vibrating, but I don't where. I don't know. This is a 4 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 4,132 square footer. Got a lake view. Built in 2010 on a 24,000 plus square foot lot. It's up behind Evergreen there. So kind of the back end of Bear Mountain. Say it's probably take you still 15 minutes to get back down the hill to get down through Little Cup Creek and all that. But then you're right down by downtown Evergreen, so good location. You got great views up there. There's your lake view. Sometimes over here you get the city view too, which is dope. Ah, that's sick. Great photos. When I say like artistic photos, like that's a good one. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Sick. Yep. That's awesome. Let's see what elevation we're at. 26427. Why? Why are you doing this to me today? 26427 Bell Park Drive. 7,000. Not too high. I mean, Idaho Springs is 7,000. Got the Ow Wolf appliances. Nice prime. I mean, wake up to that. Come on, let's go. Who's holding the bag? Nice shower, nice primary ensuite, views on every level. Nice gym setup. It's odd that once you get into these multi-million-dollar price homes, everyone's got a nice gym. Everyone's taking care of their body. You got to take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of your wallet. You don't want to be a fat millionaire. Awesome. Looking good. Asking price 2,495,000. Now what the rest of you are waiting here for is lastly but not leastly, because it's the most expensively. I feel like this one's been on the list before. This one had to have been sold listed with somebody else. I've seen this before. I swear I've seen it. Maybe not. This is 33964 Deep Forest Road over in Soda Creek neighborhood. So you got some acreage, I'm guessing too. 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, 9,271 square feet. 9,271 square feet. Indoor pool, 15 acres. And this is 1983, built in 1983. Soda Creek is one of my favorite areas of Evergreen, just because you get such good access back out to Evergreen Parkway and everything like that is right here. You shoot out on 65 over to the mountains, start heading west. Easy to get over to 70 to go back down the hill. So awesome location. Let's check out the house. 9,000 square feet. Can you get all that in 50 photos? Okay, pickleball court in the house. Oregon Duck fans. Look, you got a creek, kinda. You kinda we're calling it a creek. Huge, huge setup. Giant ceiling, 20-foot ceilings. I'm guessing. Double oven. Ridiculous, beautiful. I like the kind of the beechwood color too. Very natural feeling. Full jacuzzi tub, big shower, big bedrooms all around. I mean, 9,000 square feet. You get a lot. You'd forget you'd not know you had company and an indoor pool, which is I'm typically not a fan of. Well, I'm not a fan of indoor hot tubs, but indoor pools in the mountains, they make way more sense, especially with the nice windows. You can open it up so you still feel like you're outside. But in the winter, I mean, you can't hit the pool half the year. It's like that fun. And I mean, with the breeze, get cool. Do you want to be cooled outside in your pool? Dope property, top of the list. Deep Forest Road, top of the list this week, coming in at 3,750,000. So that is it this week. If you guys want to check out all the active homes in all their glory, go to my website, moxiepropertygroup.com. My favorite button is to contact us. As you see in this video, there are a lot of levels to this game, a lot of levels to mountain living, and we help you find out what your right level of mountain living is. We got somebody in town this week from Frisco, Texas, and that's exactly what their recon trip is doing. So we jumped on a Zoom buyer's consultation, pointed out some areas maybe they hadn't thought of yet. They're out here looking at homes, and the recon trips always help you piece it together a lot. So you can go to my website right here to connect with me, or you can reach out to me on my wireless communication device, wherever the hell that thing fell to. It's around here somewhere. Call me right here on my cell. That one goes directly to me. Reach out to my email and follow me on Instagram. That is it for this week. Love you guys. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next week. We do this every week. Typically, most times it's Monday or Saturday at 8 a.m. Mountain Time. But if I can't get to it because I have clients or something like that, we'll hit you at least some point throughout the weekend so you can stay up to date on the latest, the greatest, the hottest, the sexiest homes be hitting the foothills. See you guys. Love you. Bye. Be safe. Stay cool, Texans.